Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope all of you have had a wonderful day. I am joined right now by JKR, and Husk and Jana will be joining later. Miles won't be with us tonight because he is at GameStop picking up his Switch 2.
It's a shame he couldn't be with us.
I would hope it's not a shad. That guy's a creep.
I mean, here's my thought process is like, it's a shame he couldn't be with us today. He's not dead or anything, he's just not here.
He's not dead or anything, he's just at GameStop.
Yeah.
Anyways, tonight we are going to be continuing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and getting into the Chapter 1 class trial.
Excellent.
And if you want to know what song is playing right now, it's a song that's featured in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 during a sequence where you do some DJing. It's called... What's it called again? Let me double check. I believe it's just called Mystery. Also, for some reason, yeah, I saw. For some reason, streamer mode hasn't been automatically turning on Discord for the past month. So I have to, like, manually enable it so we don't get a whole bunch of, Discord ping sounds, on stream. Apart from, the redeem that I have.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yes, that one. Yes, this song is called Mystery. Yeah.
Mystery.
By Marcota, I believe it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's one of those things with like a G before a T, and it's like I don't know if that's Italian or if you're supposed to pronounce the G, in which case it would be Marcota.
Scusi, para Bobby?
Che cosa?
Para Bobby? Para.
I don't know the next bit because I don't speak. I don't speak real Italian. I only speak mock Italian.
I mean, I don't speak mock Swedish, so you got me there.
Alright, let's boot up Danganronpa, get our eardrums blown out for a moment on the menu, and then have everything normalized back to a listenable state.
Stupid question, but is Danganronpa available on Steam, or is it just always
Yes, it's on every platform, and it's even on Switch.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, it's on Steam. The entire series is. The entire series is on every platform, I should say.
Okay, cool.
Alright, we were at the pre-trial prep. So we can set our skills. I only have the one skill unlocked. Actually, two skills. I've got Robot Jock. And, Melodious Voice. Those will do for now. Ah! Thanks for the raid, Kier! How'd your stream go? Did you finally finish Final Fantasy VII? Or, were you streaming Crash Bandicoot today?
With 2 viewers.
Showed up, right as we were getting ready to start. We were getting ready as we were going to start the, first class trial.
Yeah, I popped in on Kira's stream this morning before Jamie went live. And then again later, when I first hopped in, he was streaming Final Fantasy. And when I came back later, he was doing Crash Bandicoot.
Okay. Did you finish Crash Bandicoot? Because I know you've never played/beaten the original. Technically, you're playing the Insane Trilogy version, I believe, which is the best way to play it. Yes, 100% with Crash almost done. Having trouble with the last bit of boxes. I got all the colored gems. Good. The colored gems unlock pathways in certain levels that allow you to get all the boxes, as well as there's a pathway in one level that unlocks with the green gem that gives you like 30 lives and lets you skip the level. because it leads, like, straight to the end. Technically beat it, just never 100%. Right. I can't imagine legitimately 100%ing it on the PS1 version, because it's just so brutal, and the controls are so stiff, especially in midair.
Yeah.
It's not until Crash 2 that Crash started to feel like Crash. Alright, let's start the trial and see who killed Sayaka. We're going to have to do less voice acting this time, thankfully, because most of the class trials are voiced. As in, like, most of it has voice acting.
If you can figure out
Yeah.
who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Just as a clarification, because this is something that's never really brought up unless you get a game over, like, if they get it wrong, first they execute the person that they voted wrongly for, then everyone else gets executed. So they don't even find out who it really was if they got it wrong. But we never actually get to see the outcome of that, sadly.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka, you are just the purest being. You are too pure of heart.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Get ready to see a lot more of those pictures popping up as the game progresses.
Penetrates?
Calm down, Hifumi. Although, yeah, my mind went right there, too.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
And, Kier, if you want to hop in on this, since currently no other, guests are here because, they'll be on a bit later, feel free to. No pressure if you are too tired to join on, or if you have other things to do. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
Also, Kier, just say the word and I will add you to this call.
Is the word bird?
Ari will probably.
You're not even gonna say anything to that? Not even a boo?
Nope.
Mean today. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. And it's a shame Miles wasn't here to hear Hunter's tutorial. But there'll be plenty. Evidence of a struggle is our only truth bullet right now.
The one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
No shit, Sherlock. See, even Hero's calling him out on that.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong!
Break!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
It was almost as messy as Asmongold's room.
We can definitely assume there was a
A struggle? Between who and who?
between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Well, fuck you too, Byakuya. You think you're so great just because you're the heir to the largest multinational corporation in the world and you're basically a king by birthright? Well, you are, but still, fuck you.
Sorry.
See, you made Chihiro cry. Fuck you, Byakuya. Hey, Husk, just because I'm cooking doesn't mean I ain't here. Take your time, Husk. We'll be here for a while.
Okay, so what's next?
Yeah.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow. This is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
Make your argument.
Alright, the kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used
No shit.
No, it's wrong.
No, it's not no shit. It's no, that's wrong.
No,
I'm making potatoes with onion and tomato sauce. That sounds delicious.
I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
I just had some chicken nuggies with some Checkers / Rally's French fries. Because they sell those at my local Food Lion.
Fast food's no deal.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Insert mandatory "Where's the lamb sauce?" meme here.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
It gets us into this trial, obviously.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Well, fuck you too, Leon. I thought we were bros.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's to our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Gee, thanks, Hunter.
Aoi's account. It's so weird to see anyone, including the game, refer to her as Aoi instead of Hina, even though that's purely in the dub that they do that. GLHF, good luck, have fun.
Haruo must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong! Fuck you, that's wrong!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
By the way, random side note, while I'm consuming some of my good juice, I found out what flavor titty milk is supposed to be according to the flavor profile listed on GamerSup's website. Still not sponsored, wish I was. Apart from, you know, obviously a milk flavor, it's also got hints of blue raspberry. Which is that fruity hint that I was detecting when I tried the sample of it.
Well, what if
Tell them, Naegi.
What's a blue ras?
What's a blue raspberry? It's a raspberry that's depressed, obviously.
I was gonna ask, what's a blue raspberry taste like?
It tastes like blue. You know it when you taste it.
All right.
It's like how the good flavor is technically supposed to be cherry slushy, but they advertise it as like it tastes like red. Which you drink it, it's like, yeah, this tastes like red.
Yep.
What do you think, Hina? Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Alright, since Jana's not here. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to into the kitchen to watch my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
Shut up, Toko. I love you so much, Toko, but shut up.
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Hey, you shut your whore mouth about my waifu, okay? I know you're not a whore, but still. She gives some unnecessary burns to Hina throughout this game. First it's Idiot Swimmer Girl, and there's one later. A couple later. There's a whole fight they have where she says something about Hina that sticks with me because of how out of pocket it is.
Oh, jeez.
Why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become...
Allow that from Husk. She's not a whore, I mean. Look, in order to be a whore, you have to actually get laid, and we all know that Toko doesn't get laid.
So you asked, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only...
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm an asshole, but you know I'm right.
I think you might be right.
It's the same thing about my headcanon for Miyu. She acts like, you know, very promiscuous, but nobody wants her in story. So she's compensating in Danganronpa V3 for the fact that she's, like, single as hell, as they said in one part of Zenless Zone Zero.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
You would think, and yet this keeps happening.
Did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
One of the rare instances throughout this whole series of Monokuma getting so fed up with people going down the wrong path that's completely irrelevant to the case that he just has to step in and course correct them. Instead of, you know, actively fucking with them.
Yeah.
Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
It was Red Herring, obviously.
Ari, I got a message from Red Herring. He ain't the one.
That's exactly what he would say if he was the one.
Yeah, but he said he was, actually, I hate to tell you this, but he was actually, over at, the grocery store to play people to cooperate that.
Aha, so he had an alibi planned in order to get away with the murder.
Yeah, no. No, there's evidence to prove it. I'm looking at the, video footage right now. Yep, there he is.
Hina seems the obvious.
I thought I had him cornered this time, god damn it.
No way. Wasn't me.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
You know, a lot of people ship Hina and Sakura. I don't see it that way, especially since Sakura canonically has a boyfriend. But, like, you know, I see them as, what's the term that TV tropes use? Platonic life partners.
See it?
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, fuck you, Toko.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Taka, even putting aside Sakura's appearance, Sakura is a typically girl's name in Japanese. How could you possibly make that mistake? I can't think of any male characters with Sakura as their first name. Like, as a last name, yeah, it can be gender neutral, but as a first name, it's pretty much exclusively female. Caramelized onion, anyone? May I... does it have layers?
I'm a girl.
Like an ogre? Speaking of ogres. Her nickname is Ogre.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
It had layers, I chopped it up. Ah, so it's very shallow then.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sliced or diced?
Person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here? Who are you talking about? Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the
Sliced.
dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Nice.
Also, I love this part on the anime that Sakura says, I'm a girl, and there's this awkward silence for like 3 seconds. Yes, one of the parts that the anime did really well. It got a lot of stuff pretty bad due to condensing a very long game into 12 episodes. But it got that very perfectly. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Let's be honest, the anime is mainly to promote Danganronpa. I mean, that's how anime adaptations of games are. They're to promote the game that they're based on.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on, like, Americanized live-action adaptations of animes?
Not all of them are bad. Not all of them are bad. We've had some good ones. It's all about, like, you know, it depends on who's making it and how much studio meddling is involved.
Yeah, like, what were your thoughts on that one? What was it? Ghost in the Shell, starring Scarlett.
I never watched it because I had no interest, and also because I've never seen the original Ghost in the Shell. I need to.
That's fair.
It's like required viewing for old head anime fans like me, and for cyberpunk fans like me.
It's on Tubi, I think. So
it's also on YouTube for free with ads.
Oh, okay.
The Americanized version of Kakagurui is actually good. I've heard the exact opposite. Everyone I've seen who's talked about it has said that's fucking terrible. But the Americanized Yu Yu Hakusho was actually supposed to be really good. I say Americanized, it wasn't Americanized, it was just an American-produced live-action adaptation that tried to stay faithful to it without, you know, without whitewashing all the Japanese characters.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you also got, and then you've got, of course, got the Netflix One Piece series.
Which is actually surprisingly good, but the One Piece... the Netflix Death Note, on the other hand,
yeah,
the only thing that it had going for it that I actually liked
Willem Dafoe.
Yep. Because Ryuk was just a fucking riot in that movie.
Meanwhile, you've also got stuff like, you know, everyone's favorite whipping boy, Dragon Ball Evolution. But if you want to see, like, some trash Americanized anime adaptation that nobody fucking talks about, the Americanized adaptation from the 80s or 90s of Fist of the North Star.
Oh, jeez.
Which stars a, not Chuck Norris, but a We Have Chuck Norris at Home Chuck Norris. As in a guy that they clearly wanted Chuck Norris, but they couldn't get him, so they got a guy that kind of looks like him.
When she came into the
Yeah, my whole thing is that I never saw Ghost in the Shell, but when it was, I didn't see the anime beforehand, but I did see the Scarlett Johansson live action movie. And while I thought that was okay, it made me want to watch the original.
Have I seen the Mario Brothers movie? Yes, it's one of my favorite bad movies, because I don't think it's as bad as its reputation suggests, and also it's a piece of hometown pride for me, because it was filmed almost exclusively in my state. Like, I think it's a bad Mario adaptation, obviously, but also I think it is a great concept for, like, a sort of cyberpunk-ish, family-friendly movie. Like, it's to the point where the fandom that it's gotten has coined a new term for the genre that it is the only example of. Dino punk. It's also one of the first live-action isekai movies when you think about it.
Yeah, it kind of is.
The point of an isekai isn't exclusively that they can never get back home. It's just about being trapped in another world.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
I would also argue that most Digimon series are isekai to some extent. Jesus, that static's coming back.
Shit. Sorry, that's it.
Ow!
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you...
Autobots, roll out, Static! I mean, given that he usually aligns with Megatron, it would be Decepticons, rise up, Static!
What? See? He did do it after all.
Don't you look so smug, Toko.
No.
You have not earned that.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Are we good?
Yes.
Terrifying
Okay, good. I must have bumped the cord.
Yeah, try not to do that.
Sorry, I was doing my math practice on Duolingo because I gotta make sure I do that before the day is out.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
My grandpa's 4-star Dragon Ball? Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? God, I fucking hate the Hangman's Gambit in the future games. They keep making it more and more complex when the first game got it just fine. It's always the part of Trials in 2 and V3 that I dread the most. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Bro, I played the final trial in V3 on its hardest difficulty just for the lulz, and Hangman's Gambit got me good. Yeah, because it's way too fucking overcomplicated. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, then press the triangle button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is... And bada bing, and dare I say, bada boom.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Counterpoint. What if the killer wore a shower cap?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah, because, you know, even if you remove all the hair of the victim from the scene, you're still gonna have the victim at the scene. Rare stupid moment for Celeste.
Yeah.
Yes, very true, very true. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes. Okay then, I believe you!
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer's struggle getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob to the door.
Doorknob.
Try to keep up.
The doorknob for my bathroom.
The doorknob that's been there for the past 10 years. Oh, that doorknob.
You know, the doorknob. Oh yeah, the doorknob. Yeah, right. The doorknob.
Reminds me of the whole Three Stooges bit of, get the tools. What tools? The tools we've been using for the last 10 years. Oh, those tools.
Try to keep up. Leave my man alone. No.
The top part was unscrewed, and the doorknob's about ready to fall off.
Oh yeah, true.
Fun fact about Yasuhiro, by the way, is someone that saw like some of the original Danganronpa Let's Play thread on Something Awful. That was like the Western world's first introduction to Danganronpa, way before the games were localized and before the anime came out. People in that thread hated Yasuhiro so much for how stupid he was that they swore he was going to be the mastermind behind everything, and that he was just pretending to be that stupid because they couldn't believe that he was actually that stupid and survived anything at any point in the story. Hello.
Jenna, glad you could join us.
Jenna, hello. You're a little bit quiet.
Oh. Yes.
Is that better?
Not really. I think you might be on the wrong mic input.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now you're better.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay.
Phew.
So yeah, we are, still pretty early in the trial, I believe. We just completed our, we're talking about the doorknob now.
Oh, okay.
So we've completed our first Hangman's Gambit, had a few non-stop debates.
Uh-huh.
Had a discussion about whether or not Toko is a whore between me and Husk in the chat. He's currently having dinner.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
fixing dinner and
nice.
eating it. My argument is that Toko cannot be a whore because that requires her to actually get laid.
Yeah, like maybe she wants to be one.
She's like Miu. She wants to be one, but nobody wants her.
Yeah. And it seems like she's pretty much only into Byakuya, so
yeah.
If anything, she would probably be very monogamous with if she could. If she could.
No, you don't say fuck because ain't no fucking going on.
This is another most bewildering.
Let's be real, skipping ahead a bit to Danganronpa 2, the only people who are probably doing that are Nekomaru and Akane.
The certain
and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
So what?
I think I know what you're referencing, Ari, but I'd have to look back at the old Let's Plays I've watched.
Or you could wait until I get there.
True.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Keeping you in suspense for the payoff. Because it's an entirely optional scene that you could very easily miss.
Oh.
I didn't know it was optional.
Oh,
it's optional. It depends on whether you have a specific item from the gacha machine in your inventory.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it's special.
Like, not only do you have to have it in your inventory, you have to speak to a certain character at a specific point in the story.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Very special.
Just like most of the optional scenes in the Danganronpa series. You have to have a certain item in your inventory, and you have to talk to someone at the right time, and you only get one chance per playthrough to do it.
Dang.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
That's why, for V3, if you play the demo first, you get the item in your inventory that triggers the first optional scene, which is the one of, like, the nail painting. Which is why, your save bonus for having played the demo is you get the nail polish when you start the game.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
You still don't.
I didn't know that.
Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. My headcanon is that Monokuma is the tutorial voice, while for the purposes of this, it's Hunter from Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. The PS1 version, not the Reignited trilogy.
Because fuck you, that's why.
You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm trying to make sure I say it the same way every time that specific phrase shows up.
Gee, thanks, Hunter.
Like it's a, you know, in-game, it would be the same voice line playing every time.
Yeah, it's just recycled.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
And we've already ruled out that it's red herring.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
I was sworn it was red herring this time.
No voice at all.
I bet. I bet, given how much editing time you had to have spent doing editing this, because you were working, you were trying to not just lay over the voices, you were trying to recreate, you were adding in the audio tracks, looping it properly, and overlaying the sound effects one by one. Because we didn't have access to any tools that could just cleanly get rid of the voices.
Yeah.
And when you turn down the voice volume in the game, the lowest it goes is like still audible.
And then unfortunately it's like even when the lines aren't necessarily voiced, they still say like a word or two at the beginning of each one. So it's like there's just always something you just have to completely wipe it and start fresh, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, mad props to you for managing all of that. I would have lost my fucking mind by that point.
Yeah.
Like we tried just removing dialogue. Like I sent in a couple video files that had like the audio tracks with the dialogue removed through like putting it through a dialogue removal filter built into my audio software. But that also got rid of some of that, like fucked up the audio quality because it's removing, you know, from a stereo channel. And it's also, it also got rid of like a couple other sounds that it detected as dialogue because they were in the center channel. Because on stereo tracks, dialogue, unless it's like panned hard left or right, is usually in the center of the track.
Okay. Makes sense.
The girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it,
Hydration is important in a school environment. I assume that means you also want me to hydrate as well.
Hydrate. You gotta redeem it.
You gotta redeem it to make me actually quench my thirst and lubricate my vocal cords. Hey, it's Pride Month. Hydrate or die straight. That's a good point. I don't want to die straight. It took me long enough to come out both in terms of sexual preference and gender identity. There we go.
Why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Cruddy.
Not lucky at all.
So the reason reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Honestly, I've done the same thing, not with doorknobs, but with like stuff that was stuck, and I tried unscrewing it, and it turns out I just wasn't applying the right force.
Oh.
Anyway, that's how I broke the tuner for my guitar when I was trying to change its battery.
Oh no.
It's one of those tuners that like clips onto the headstock of the guitar instead of like plugging a cable into it.
Yeah.
It's a cheap one. I can get a replacement on Amazon real easy.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
In this case, yes, I literally did.
You broke it.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
If I remember correctly, when I did my version of this line for the fan dub, I tried to do the inconceivable kind of like in The Princess Bride.
Ah, yeah.
Inconceivable!
I'll have to.
You keep using that word. You keep using that word.
I do not think it means what you want. I do not think it means what you think it means.
You know, to this day, I still have not actually seen The Princess Bride.
I saw it when I was in college. It's a really good movie, insanely quotable. Also, surprisingly great performance by Andre the Giant, which you wouldn't expect from, you know, someone who's primarily a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
I always love doing the lines for Hifumi where he's like screeching.
Where he looks like that.
Yeah.
That sprite.
Yeah. Those were always fun to deliver because it's like, yes, I get to screech like a raptor.
Yes.
I also had to, like, you know, obviously I'm trying to remember back, like, almost a decade ago now. But, like, whenever it was, like, a say wa or a wa, as Hifumi, I would always have to restrain myself from doing, like, the Clone High thing of, like, say what?
Except you did it the one time for our blooper reel.
Yeah. Because I had to get it out of my system.
We have record of it.
I had to get it out of my system, so I threw it in there and left it.
I remember seeing that blooper reel.
Those are fun.
What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't
true.
Right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be
Fuck you too, Byakuya.
switched rooms?
With a stank face.
He's just pure stank personified as not stank in terms of like physical stank, but stank as in like putting some stank on everything he says.
Yes.
Couldn't have done it.
That's why I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Without saving.
He's just going to reload his last save file and try over for a better run. He's going to save scum until he gets his shiny.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one
For serious.
questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
You know, like, I've seen mixed reactions from hardcore, like, Japanese dub only fans of Danganronpa about Celeste's English dub voice in the games having, you know, the French accent. And I'm actually in favor of it because, remember, they keep thinking that, like, oh, you must be European or something, right? Or, like, you are Japanese, right? You look and sound European.
Yeah. Yeah, in Ludenberg.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck?
Oh,
With a name like Ludenberg, you would think she was German.
Asina. Oh,
The
be
fuck
nice.
do you mean by that,
Asina.
Celeste?
Be nice.
So many people being mean to Hina this trial.
Oh.
Toko was mean too.
Ugh. She doesn't deserve.
Toko, this is the one where Toko calls her idiot swimmer girl.
Oh. Poor Hina.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Through the door.
Believe it or not, through the door.
They couldn't go through the window because it's bolted shut.
Yeah.
Maybe Sayaka
An intruder? How do you get in? You're through the window?
picked it up.
Nope.
That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Nope.
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Even if you have max level lockpicking skill, you won't be able to do it.
Fine.
What if you're the
How about this?
ultimate lockpicker?
Got in the easy.
So Jill Valentine, the master of unlocking. It's a lockpick. I think it would be better if you, the master of unlocking, had it. Or however the line goes.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against
Oh, is there gonna be a
me?
flashback?
Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... where was it?
I got it!
There we go.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she
Glad you're here to do that. I had to do one Sayaka line already.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't Sayaka. It was Hina that I had to do earlier.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not doing Hina in the fun way, though.
Hina. Giggity giggity.
Alright.
What if her being scared was a lie?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like
And now Monokuma has joined us.
Headmaster himself.
Ah, Superintendent Monokuma.
Superintendent Monokuma, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable trial.
That's let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. Oh, wait, no, that's already happened. Hello, guys! And I'm back with the mic, baby.
The whole gang's here.
And tell me, can you still deny the possibility?
Yes.
I'm gonna be having dinner in the meantime, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
But yes, I can deny the possibility, because you know what they say, denial's just another state in the union.
I thought it was a river in Egypt.
Maybe. I'm no geographist. Okay, do I read this or do you?
I think Makoto might be reading it out loud, but I can read it if you want.
It's in blue text, which means that he's reading it internally.
Yeah. So it's like his voice reading it.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search.
Ooh, sus.
Are you saying there's an imposter among us?
Amogus.
Amogus.
A mongoose.
A mongoose? Where?
I've seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I use the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
I just recognized the voice of Hina.
Yeah?
Hina's voice actress is also the same voice actress of Mona from Persona 5.
Okay. I haven't played much of Persona 5, so I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, I know she's in Persona, but I don't know the character names.
I'll check.
I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this? No, I didn't.
Hell no.
I couldn't have. My handwriting doesn't look that pretty, and it doesn't smell that good. Poor Makoto, he's not gonna have someone to aggressively sniff after this. Then, that note! Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that? The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Was it Red Herring? I knew he was behind this!
No.
Red herring.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation.
You do realize Red Herring's on probation, Ari.
What young man could resist?
Yeah, as it turns out, the crime that finally did him in and got him some jail time, you know, you would think it would be all the heinous crimes that he's definitely committed and totally was, and that me and, you know, Fred from Scooby-Doo totally weren't off on. It was, money laundering.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't know why.
Not like, you know, misuse of finances. I mean, like, he put counterfeit money in the laundry by accident.
I mean, here's the thing. I can't understand why he didn't get that point. I mean, Red Herring's an idiot, but even that is like, how could you be that dumb?
Well, you know what they say. The more the merrier. I know that has nothing to do with this, but fuck you.
I'm not walking into it, Ari. I'm not walking into it.
But
Yeah,
are walking out of it.
you don't usually walk into those things. You just stumble into them.
Yeah, well, it's not happening this time.
It's already
Anyway.
happening.
And there was the line that solidified that Hifumi's my spirit animal. I'm only into 2D. And that's also the line that makes me think Nerdy for it would like Hifumi.
Yeah, it's a shame he can't be with us tonight.
Yeah. Sometimes I still feel as though he's with us. He's not dead or anything. He's just probably at work. Well, getting resting so he can go to work early in the morning. He's not dead.
Yeah,
he's just asleep right now.
Yeah, he's got to get up at the ass crack at dawn. That's how stupid his hours are. Anyway.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, you have a lovely voice.
By the way, I just investigated. The voice actress of Hina is named Cassandra Lee Morris.
Oh, Cassandra Lee Morris, yeah.
Yeah, she is also the voice of Morgana in Persona 5. And not only that, she's also the voice of Angie in V3.
Yes.
Yeah, all three games share like several of the same voice actors and actresses.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I did not know that. Now I know. Anyway, moving on.
Like the obvious one. The obvious one is Makoto and Nagito sharing a voice actor, which is intentional in both English and Japanese. And then another one that's obvious to my ear is Akane and Miu sharing a voice actress.
Yes.
But then there's also Gundam and Ryoma share a voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Kyoko and Kaide.
Yep.
Leon and Shuichi.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Sayaka's voice actress is Dorothy Fawn.
Monokuma and Monokuma.
Well, not just Monokuma and Monokuma and Monotaro.
Right.
I think Sumugi and Sayaka are the same. And
yes, they are.
I think Sayaka and Chihiro are the same.
They might be, I'm not sure.
Correctly.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Makoto.
Sayaka, ho ho ho, titi croissant.
Okay, yeah, Dorothy Fawn is
yes.
Chihiro and Sayaka.
Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly, the room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
All right, let me pay attention to what they actually said this time.
Uh-huh. It specifically says my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room.
There we go. No, that's wrong.
Objection.
Overruled. Wrong franchise.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
1 sec. Need to reset my tracking because it's a little bit askew. It'll just take, let's see, click on that, and then boop, there we go.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
And that means that she's made of wood, so if she floats in the water, then she's a witch!
Yes, it's so obvious.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Because
I think it's
Sayaka...
pretty obvious.
Because Sayaka's a horrible person.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Boys, get a room. Preferably a sauna.
A nice steamy one.
And that was the start of an amazing friendship.
Yes, a bromance to end all bromances. Oh god, is the bropocalypse going to happen again?
Yes!
Sayaka fought with the killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think...
I love the look on Leon's face, that's right. I'm like, because I know what happens, because I've seen the playthroughs. But at the same time, I'm like, Leon's not doing himself any favors here.
Yeah.
That reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
I'm not trained in swordsmanship, but I have watched a lot of Rurouni Kenshin.
It seems pretty...
I'm done with dinner, and it was delicious.
Ooh, what was it?
Potatoes with onions and tomato sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was good.
That's delicious.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
The gold.
Hey, Shadow Dragon! You got here right as the trial's starting to get spicy.
Right there where her wrist...
They're about to turn out the lights and... Oh, wait. No. Sorry.
I said spicy, not steamy.
What's the difference?
The difference is one burns your mouth. The difference is one burns your taste buds and the other one burns your skin.
True. I stand corrected. Carry on.
It sure is. Specifically...
Or do you sit corrected, Husk?
As I've said a few times on recent streams, but I'll say for you guys, because you were not here to hear this bit, I can stand for a lot of things. I can even stand up, but I will not stand for this.
I sit straight. Wait, no, not even that. I sit by.
There you go. It's Pride Month after all. No need to pretend to be straight.
Who's pretending?
That's what they all say, JKR. Lord Pegatron himself.
Fuck off!
You had to be. I heard the pause there as you had to make sure you didn't trap yourself.
And there's some on wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
According to Keikaku. I just drank some good, but I'll have some water now.
You don't have to. It was from the other one that I didn't redeem, but oh well.
Well, it's too late for that.
Then it's about time.
Hydrate or die straight to anyone that is in the chat.
That's worse than dying. That's worse than dying a virgin. Dying straight.
You straight up die.
Yeah. What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what I need to make clear. What do you think of the new Suda 5-1 game that just got announced today? Was that during the PlayStation showcase? Because I didn't watch that yet. I was tinkering with my PC. And that took way longer than anticipated. Oh boy, Hunter's back. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
No.
Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yes, it's called Ramio is Dead Man. You know, I will forever admire Suda 5-1's ability to work on multiple projects at the same time, given that he's also working on Hotel Barcelona.
Welcome to the Hotel Barcelona.
Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple... Oh god. So Hunter is canonically the one who is giving us our truth bullets. The unseen hand of Hunter. You know, I was walking down the beach and there were two sets of footprints, but when I came back there was only one. It was not Jesus who carried me, it was Hunter from Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, the unseen hand of Hunter guiding me. And he said to me, press the X button while in the air to glide.
My god.
Thanks.
Whatever will I do without you?
But just like with the weak spots... That's what you'll do without him, be Carlton. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L1 button, then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gee, thanks, Hunter. Thanks for the words of encouragement while also making it hard mode for me just this once.
You're playing in casual? Here, have hard mode, just so you know what it's like.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit...
Alright, so I know which bullet I need now. I just need to go through this again. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak.
Fuck you, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because
Why not?
had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Can we talk about the impeccable, like, eyeliner and eyeshadow that Mondo has?
Yes.
Like, I know that's not what it's supposed to be in universe, but it's like perfect winged eyeshadow.
And the like line going down like that.
Yeah, it's like the eyeshadow that my model has.
Ah, yes.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
He's not even doing it to look pretty. He's just a fan of Kiss. Or Mayhem. Or Death Clock.
I was made for loving.
I think that's about as much as we can get away with without getting copyright nuked to hell by Kiss's record label. Gene Simmons will personally come to your house and give you a cease and desist letter.
FBI, open up!
Fuck you, Gene.
Fuck you, Gene. Your name's not even Gene.
Yeah, fuck you.
Seriously, his name's not even Gene.
I
What is it
knew
then?
that, but I forget what his actual
His
name
actual name is not Gene Simmons, it's Chaim Witz.
Oh. Wow.
How did this sheath get damaged?
There's actually a story involving that ties into like 90s era Saban and Fox Kids and is the reason why we never got a Kiss cartoon TV series.
Oh my gosh.
Basically, they were negotiating, you know, the licensing rights to make a Kiss cartoon TV series for Fox Kids with Saban, and Haim Saban, the head of Saban Enterprises, was like meeting with the members of Kiss to negotiate, you know, like royalties and all that business junk, and he said like offhandedly in Hebrew. Because Haim Saban is from Israel. In Hebrew, he said, now I gut you like a fish. Meaning, like, you know, I'm going to screw you over in the contract. Gene, who is also Israeli and is also fluent in Hebrew, heard that and responded to him in Hebrew, "You idiot, I'm one of you." And that broke up the deal, and we never got a Kiss cartoon.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
That's crazy.
Sword is a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't.
Remember, if you're going to insult someone in any language, do it in Esperanto, because nobody speaks it.
Or at least doing it in a language that they don't know.
You just never know.
Or you could do it in Navajo, because it was used by the Allied military in World War II as a code language, because it's a very specific dialect that has no equivalent anywhere else in the world, and has no, like, easily written equivalent to translate by, like, text. And is also, you know, very hard to learn. Basically, insult someone in Navajo. Unless you're talking to a Navajo person, no one's going to be able to understand your insult.
Or wait until they are not in earshot.
Yeah, don't say it at the meeting don't say it at the meeting where you're trying to negotiate with them.
Yeah, he just couldn't resist. He couldn't help himself.
I mean, to be fair, this was 90s era Saban, where they had just hit it big with Power Rangers and like funding Fox Kids, which launched all these successful shows. So he was high on his own supply.
Oh man.
The sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Speaking of adaptations of Japanese franchises and Saban, because Saban worked on the theme song for this show, you ever wonder where the idea for Inspector Gadget came from?
No.
Because it's not based on a pre-existing property. Which, you know, every show of the 80s was, like, based on a toy line or something. It was supposed to be an adaptation of Lupin the Third called Lupin the Eighth. But they couldn't get the rights to the estate that owns the Arsène Lupin character that Lupin the Third is based on. So they took what was supposed to be the equivalent of Inspector Zenigata and made him the main character, and took a little RoboCop with it and made Inspector Gadget.
Don't worry, Chief. I'm always on duty.
That's why the, you know, lead inspector is such a goofball who fucks up every step of the way. Because he was supposed to be Inspector Zenigata, the guy that never catches Lupin. Like, they mixed, basically they mixed in Inspector Zenigata, the voice of Maxwell Smart, and the cyborg stuff from RoboCop, and made Inspector Gadget.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
No, she clearly, Actually, no, I don't have a joke for that.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it?
Her stomach.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Obviously, she stuck the sword. Obviously, she would have held the sword with her belly button. What the hell made you think that, Makoto? Look, I don't know much about girls, okay? Sayaka was kind of the only one who would regularly talk to me, and now she's dead.
Makoto, go to your room.
I'll go to my room. It still smells like her. Makoto, don't go to your room.
On second thought, yeah, no, don't go to your room.
Monokuma, yes, sir. Go clean the room. Yes, sir.
Like, they're not, like, it's not even the mastermind saying that. It's just like everyone's like, Monokuma, clean his room so he can't get high off of Sayaka smell.
Right.
Like I said before.
That's the true despair. Him never being able to sniff her again.
No.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has...
Maybe her band put out a perfume line before she died.
Oh my god, no.
He's going to buy. He's going to.
I'm gonna fucking tell you what I thought.
He's going to buy up all that perfume like it was Gamer Girl bathwater.
God damn it!
Is that what you think?
God damn it, Ari! I tried not to say it.
Yeah, but I said it because I'm not a coward.
No, it's not that I'm not. It's not that I'm a coward. It's just that I don't want you getting demonetized. Because I worry about you.
You should.
Clearly something that you don't do.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after.
Oh, fuck you. I just noticed that it was...
What?
What?
Sorry. I'm editing something for special something.
Yes, for the thing.
Ooh.
The thing. The thing that we don't talk about. That thing.
Yes, the thing.
That thing.
Not to be confused with the thing. You know, the John Carpenter movie.
Or,
yeah.
Or the thing, as in Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
You may ask yourself.
How did I get this disease?
You may ask yourself.
What are my treatment options?
You may ask yourself.
How will this affect my loved ones?
And you may say to yourself.
You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Everyone gets out of here, and it turns out that the building still had asbestos in it, so everyone dies of mesothelioma.
Oh, jeez.
That is the true despair.
Yes, but also...
Sure, but...
That's not it at all.
So you think I'm pretty?
No, that's not it at all.
Who's next? Oh, and here we go. Oh, yeah.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. She's afraid of water. She's hydrophobic.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
So what you're saying is you smell? Hey, maybe you're not so bad after all. Makoto, shut up! Stay away from her!
You smell like a big...
Oh.
My God!
An insult or a compliment.
Clearly as an insult.
I could see how he would take the donkey part as a compliment.
Donkey!
I'm not going any further with that. I don't think I can.
That means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the
That's the one Gabriel Iglesias joke that I never understood. I'm gonna be completely honest. And I'm Mexican!
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to be the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Red herring?
Just everything!
Was it red herring? I swear it has to be him somehow!
Ari, I told you, he was at the grocery store, and he's on probation too. So, and there's video evidence showing that he was at the damn grocery store checkout line.
Yes, and we live in an age of deepfakes and AI.
JKR, he wasn't at the grocery store. He was actually at Soup.
It was at Soup.
What was he doing at Soup?
That's Soup.
He was at Soup.
What was he doing at Soup?
Apparently buying clothes for some reason.
Why was he buying clothes at the Soup store?
Why the fuck are you yelling at me? It was red herring.
Hi, Billy Mays here. We did not order.
Dipping sticks.
The timing on that is great.
We did not order any fucking pizza.
Can we at least just sit down and eat a piece of pizza?
Guess not.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Thank you, Shadow Dragon.
It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
I wanted her to pin me, but not in this way.
Oh my god.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yes, it's amazing that it turned out as well as it did. Given that it still failed spectacularly.
Even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
With the revelations that we have in recent years, I'm more likely to believe the totally forgettable kid. Given how many national superstars have ended up doing a heinous shit.
Yeah.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
She didn't rely on one thing. Her one weakness. Dying. Curses! I didn't plan for the fact that someone might kill me instead.
Yeah.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
You know, if she hadn't gotten Makoto to bring that stupid-ass sword into the room in the first place, which was her idea in the first place, she would have lived.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true. Because
I say so!
Because she smells good.
Because no one that smells that good could be a murderer.
Of course not.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
No shit, Yasuhiro. I love you, Yasuhiro, but you are the dumbest motherfucker.
Leave my boy alone.
Look,
Leave my boy alone.
Look, it's okay. He's a himbo.
He might not be smart, but what he doesn't have in brains, he has in heart, damn it!
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly. He may not be the brightest knife in the crayon box, but he is a good friend.
And we love him because of that. So shut the fuck up.
Right now, you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
Or is there?
You gotta believe!
You just gotta believe!
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Fuck you, that's wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dying? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Jesus Christ, Celeste.
Shut the fuck up, Celeste.
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I don't know why it was pink, though. Oh, Makoto, blood has always been pink, just like the noble strawberry.
The strawberry, as you call it, is red.
That was a bit from Danganronpa Abridged, where, like, he questioned why the blood is pink, and Celeste's just like, oh, Makoto, blood's always been pink, just like the noble strawberry, and she holds up a plate of pink strawberries.
Oh, jeez.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
Can we talk about one of the best things to come out of the Grimace Shake meme, which was, like, incorporating it into Danganronpa, so, like, whatever Danganronpa character of your choice drinks it, and then it shows them covered in hot pinkish purple. Like, lying dead.
What do those numbers mean? 11037?
Now, you see, if you read it backwards, you get 73011. That doesn't get us any closer to the explanation. I just wanted to point that out.
Ari, are you sure red herring has nothing to do with this?
I'm the one who's insisting otherwise.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, aren't you gonna, claim red herring is behind this because this somehow, correlates to him?
Nah, this isn't his calling card. It's the wrong color.
If I had a nickel for every time that Ari has tried to derail an argument, I will be fucking a millionaire.
Would you be
fucking a millionaire? Okay.
Depends on which millionaire. You want to choose your millionaire that you're fucking carefully.
In terms of net worth, Bezos. I mean, what?
Not Musk, though. Even though he has the higher net worth, it's not worth it.
Not worth it? No.
Net worth? Or like not worth?
Also because allegedly he can't even fuck due to a failed penis implant.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, in any case, I can just file for divorce and stay with half of Amazon. I mean, that's
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Mondo said that Mondo is technically right, but says it in the most aggressive way while still trying to be like, hey, you're smart, right? You should know the answer to this. This is what I love about Mondo. He's like a good dude, but he says things in the most dickish way.
He's a little rougher on the edges, but he means well.
But I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're actually... no, I can't think of a punchline to that joke, because that's the actual answer.
It looks like...
What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Man, if only Sayaka hadn't run out of blood by the time she was finished writing the N.
Jesus Christ, Ari. You're technically not wrong, but Jesus Christ, man.
I mean,
Even
worse,
worse, even worse, the blood was probably still flowing. She just died.
Yeah,
when she was in the middle
I imagine she was writing this all in one go, and she's like, "Fuck, I'm out of blood. I need to dip for more. Oh wait, I'm fading. Fuck,
I'm dead."
Shit.
You know, like dipping your quill pen in some more ink.
Yes.
There's a second high-pitched noise in that episode that he makes to try and communicate with Lassie, which is me. And then one that I didn't catch on my initial airing, but I saw in a compilation of that live stream, was later on in the episode, he sends a high-pitched message to a different guest, and it's that, like, 41 kilohertz, like, mosquito signal that only people that are attuned to certain frequencies can even hear.
Oh.
You know, like the mosquito ringtone from back in the day, it's that sound.
I think I know you mean.
Now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
The killer's like, shit!
Fuck.
I didn't count on anyone being able to figure out that I'm very bad at hiding evidence.
The killer be like, okay, gotta admit, it wasn't my best work, guys, but come on, give me some credit. The girl's dead.
She is dead. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. You don't have a dog, but... You know what, Toko, you're the bitch.
I would have gotten away if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that stupid bear. You have to do anything with it. What the fuck?
Nice, of course.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
This puzzle's actually harder in the Japanese version because remember, it's written out in English. So it's reliant, like it's easy for us English speakers to figure out because we can just recognize the letters. For someone who's in Japan and might not be native like that fluent in English, they would have to be able to figure out this is spelling out this character's name while also factoring in that their language doesn't have a distinction between L's and R's. That's why this is like such a brain dead puzzle for people outside of Japan.
Uh-huh.
If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a fucker by the U.
Not Leon.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict?
Meeny, meeny,
I have
the killer by their
guilty or innocent.
Innocent.
Feed him to the Sharkticons.
Oh, he's going to get a punishment, all right. Sadly, it's not feeding him to the Sharkticons. The key to solve... Oh, yeah, he read that already. I'm so not used to this actually having voice acting.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon. What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random.
Real estate might be so hard up your ass. Right now, you'll have to remove it with surgery guaranteed. But I'm not done yet. I want your truck to look really damaged. Watch this. I'll put a giant hole in your windshield with this hammer in one easy motion. And I'm gonna recover your brake line. Why? Because you, that's what.
That's Leon. That's what Leon's thinking right now.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one
right.
stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
I can. This is America, isn't it? Actually, no, Makoto. This is Japan. Fuck, I thought I had him on that one.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of.
It's that because Kyoko just knew from the start.
Yes, she knew from the start. She just didn't say it because she wanted Makoto to figure it out.
Yes.
She wanted everyone to figure it out. Not just Makoto, because it was not only trying to convince Makoto, it's trying to convince the whole class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the...
Damn, I wasn't expecting the blood to splash out on me. I didn't think it would be like in Tokyo Gore Police where it just sprays out in a high-pressure fashion like a fountain.
But one and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
You know, I just realized something about his outfit.
Huh.
You see that safety pin that he has, like in his shirt collar? It is comically large!
You just noticed that.
Leon's in so little of this game that I never noticed it.
That was the first thing that I saw. And I was like, wait, why does he have a freaking gigantic ass security pin? Or diver pin, whatever you call it?
Safety pin.
Safety pin.
Thank you.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yes. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Guys, how dumb can you be?
But
well, we can tell
Name one.
Just look in the incinerator and see if there's a comically large safety pin in there.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
It turns out that he doesn't like take the safety pin out and put it in different shirts. He has them pre-prepared with comically large safety pins.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Riddle me this. Why is it called oven? When you of in the hot food, of out cold eat the food.
Yes.
You take your medication today.
I took my daytime medication. It's not time for my nighttime medication. I don't take that until I'm ready to go to sleep.
That explains a lot. I mean, what? I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're technically correct. You're technically correct on like what my nighttime medication consists of, apart from stuff to help me sleep. The burnt remains of the button-up shirt.
You don't have to tell me.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
It turns out it wasn't because of the incinerator. The killer just knew how to cast fire magic. It turns out the killer was actually the ultimate mage. Working years in advance.
She's not even in the game.
It was pretty fur, wasn't it? I know that idiot loves to use his flamethrower.
Nah, it was his D&D character.
Oh yeah, Rika. That's even worse.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
And how do you know that, Leon? Did you go in there?
Did you try?
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
I love that his voice actor went out of his way to sound as unsure of himself as possible. That's good acting for what's supposed to be an obvious liar.
You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Hey, don't pin that on my boy.
Yeah.
He's got enough on his shoulders from carrying most of this game.
How does it feel? Whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
So you're saying the killer was Danny DeVito?
My God!
Yeah, you put that in before I even said it, and it's still, I still deserved it.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Shattered Crystal Ball. Isn't that the name of a terrible Sonic game? Sonic Boom, Shattered Crystal.
Whoever was on cleaning duty.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, fuck you.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
You know, this whole thing wouldn't have been able to get this far if it weren't for the fact that the incinerator gate was built with that gap in it. That serves no structural reason.
Nope.
It's like taking down the Death Star. There's a port in it that makes it that like acts as a massive flaw in its design to allow it to allow like someone to misuse it. And it's like, you know, we found out why that was there in Star Wars, but like, why would you build the incinerator gate with that gap in there? It's not like, oh, we missed a piece. It's like, no, there's a whole chunk that's just not in it.
If you use this. What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
I love how he determined that it was not a real crystal ball from the fact that it shattered, as if crystal is known for not being fragile.
Yeah.
But how would you use it?
I thought it was made of like diamonds or something, but turns out it was just made of glass. That explains why I was able to see through it so well. And why it didn't cut through the glass table. I thought it was at least cubic zirconium.
I got it! The killer simply aimed the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Yes, the gap is plain as day.
What you said before, Hifumi?
Oh boy, I get to voice Hifumi. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. I love that they kept this part in, as if it's at all relevant to the trial.
In case you forgot what he said.
Turns out it was very good, parents!
Very good, parents!
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge.
So what you're saying is given that he included the fairy part in the flashback, it means that the killer was Navi. I knew there was a reason to hate her.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
What if they threw the shirt in before hitting the switch? Did you think of that, Makoto? Well, that doesn't change the outcome. Yeah, but you didn't think of it, did you?
My god. I feel that's an actual dialogue. It could be a freaking actual dialogue.
Hey, come on.
That would be a thing that Yasuhiro says.
Yeah.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Because there was no hair in there.
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
30 feet? That's at least 10 yards. That's the only joke I have for that.
I just... never mind.
Did someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
If you got the skill.
I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because... they're the ultimate fanfic creator. No. You know, we're lucky that he's a pro pitcher. And that, like, he's not just good at batting.
True.
Turns out by the ultimate baseball star, they just meant he's a really good umpire.
Oh my god.
I'm not actually good at batting or pitching. I'm just really good at catching stuff.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound?
Yes, I do.
Would surely be little challenge for the ultimate.
I love this sprite that Celeste gets to use a lot.
Me too.
Like, Celeste has some really good sprites, especially for the class trials.
Yeah.
Like, it's the look of like, I'm staring directly into your soul as I say this.
Yeah. And do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? It's like, looks very almost condescending too. Just like, she's like, do you understand?
Yep.
You know, by the way, speaking of Celeste's amazing design, you want to know one of my favorite canon things about her design?
What?
Those god tier, like, drill twin tails are clip-ons. They're not her real hair.
Oh, uh-huh. That's canon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's canon.
Sorry, I thought you had said it was a head canon.
No, that is canon. There's an optional scene in this game where, like, you can see them in the bathhouse, and she doesn't have her hair like that. She just has, like, her actual hair.
Uh-huh. Cool.
It's like, you know, the fan service scene for the game. Also, the only optional scene in the game. I've never gotten it because I haven't gone out of my way to get it. I've seen the picture. Like, you've got all the, like, you know, ooh, shots of scantily clad women. They've got Toko slipping on a bar of soap and flying up into the air.
You can't be serious.
It also shows that, like, you know, with the fan service, they're trying to show off, like, here's some assets that each of the girls has. It turns out that Toko's got, like, white hip. Not Toko, Celeste has white hips. I'm not saying this just because before I realized Tina was best girl, I was not okay for Celeste, okay? It's not my fault that I love Gothic Lolita fashion. There's a reason that one of my favorite Japanese movies is Psycho Gothic Lolita. Which we need to have a watch party of in my Discord sometime. It's an amazing movie. It's like Japanese Kill Bill, but instead of Uma Thurman, it is a woman in a Gothic Lolita costume who uses an umbrella as a weapon.
Oh.
Like a multifunctional umbrella weapon.
So basically, she stole the penguin's umbrella. Gotcha.
Yes, basically. And also, like, I'm not familiar with the actress who plays her. She's apparently mainly a gravure idol, which is like a kind of, like, basically like Japanese equivalent of a supermodel.
Okay.
Like, if you look at the description of the movie, they don't, like, list film credits that she has. They list that she won the award for Best Butt.
Okay. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
We mean end this. It's in the word. Do you speak English, motherfucker? No, we're Japanese. I don't. Fuck, I thought I had him.
Motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah. I don't know how to say I only speak Japanese in Japanese. I just know how to say no. Out of that whole thing. I need to get back to my Japanese lessons and, like, get an actual Japanese teacher instead of Duolingo, because Duolingo's getting worse. They're, like, getting rid of the human side of their programs and replacing it with AI.
But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Finish the thought.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't finish the thought. I'm not ready to finish the thought. Also, it's mean to call her a thought.
How did I know that you were going there? How?
How? Because you've known me for years.
Ari, how many times do I have to say it? The thoughts are us.
You know what they say? It's the thought that counts.
Okay, you know what?
And you are very, very valid, and we love you.
I wish I was a thought. That would mean I actually get any.
We deserve it.
We deserve all of your scorn.
Of it.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. Showed up just in time for us to reveal who the killer was. And we already know who it was, but we have to prove who it was in the form of a comic book.
Okay, I'm almost done. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that, and then... Thanks for the head pats.
Head pats, Oni-chan. I'll let you hold my hand, and we can do other little things, but I need my head pats, Oni-chan.
Fucking hell, I'll pat your damn head now. Stop joking me!
And then that goes there. Let's see, what else? I know what I'm missing. I'm just trying to figure out what goes where. This is... Bada bing. And this one is... Do I have this right? Yes, I do. Because this one's a diversion.
A red herring.
Yes, I knew it was red herring. I knew it was red herring. He has red hair. Look at him.
Ari, how many times do I gotta tell you? Red Herring was innocent on this one.
You sound like you're in on it.
From what we can tell,
your cover's been blown, JKR.
You know that trying to cover up a murder and covering for a suspect is also a crime, right?
All I'm saying is that there is definite evidence that he's not responsible. I told you there was evidence. I flat out explained it to you.
Is the evidence in the room with us right now, JKR?
See, I would show it to you if I could do screen share right about now, but I can't exactly do that at the moment.
Uh-huh. And next you're going to say that that you called them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled.
One thing I should mention is excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
The fake sword I hid in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Not me vibing to the song, I'm sorry.
Did you know that there's a weird version of Never Say Never on Spotify? On the official Danganronpa soundtrack that's on there?
Yes.
It's Never Say Never, but it doesn't have the Danganronpa theme as its background. It's like some other instrumental.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because it's not like, you know, it's a cover or something. It's included as part of the Danganronpa soundtrack on there. And all the other tracks from the Danganronpa soundtrack are, you know, included in that, just not the TV version of Never Say Never. It's weird. I don't know why. Somehow this is Red Herring's fault. Damn, that's the wrong one. So that is...
See, it wasn't Red Herring after all. We just got proof.
I told you.
But but the killer does have red hair. Wait, the Justin Bieber song featuring Jaden Smith? No, it's a song called Never Say Never. That was the opening theme to the anime adaptation of this game. That is like a rap song based around this track that's playing right now. But the version that's on Spotify doesn't have this as its backing track. It's some other instrumental.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom.
I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. Oh, I get ya. I get ya. I'm just not familiar with the discography of Justin Bieber because I listen to good music.
Didn't know was that my bathroom door was stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course
I think you might be right.
I am right. My favorite band is the Proto Men. I objectively have good taste in music.
Finally, a man of culture.
So instead,
well, I'm not a man tonight, but...
a person of culture. Well, vampire.
Vamp elf.
Half vampire.
Vamp elf is the official terminology that we use that was coined by my channel artist in my early days.
A creature of culture. A culture creature.
Creature of the night.
It's from the 2008 remake of The Karate Kid. I've never seen a Karate Kid movie, any of them, so I wouldn't know that.
One long ago.
I've never seen any of them. Somehow I just haven't gotten around to watching a single one.
and stabbed Sayaka.
Ouchie.
She makes the same sound upon, you know, her fatal blow that everyone makes in the Kingdom Hearts recaps by Just a Pancake. Ouchie, ouch. And like when her last bit of life energy leaves her and she collapses into a, you know, corpse, she makes the same sound that's in Red vs. Blue whenever someone dies from a fatal wound. Bleh.
Bleh.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
that image of the killer is so creepy.
Like, the reason that the killers are always drawn like this in the Danganronpa closing arguments, apparently, is that it's a reference to Detective Conan.
Oh.
I've never seen Detective Conan / Case Closed, so I couldn't tell you, like, what the reference is.
Yeah.
First, they took off their shirt.
All I know about Detective Conan, other than the fact that it's been going on for a long time, is that it's called Case Closed in the West because Dark Horse Comics didn't want another property with the name Conan that was based on, you know, based in the comic book realm out there, because they had the rights to Conan the Barbarian.
Uh-huh.
So when it started airing on Adult Swim, they had to change the title to Case Closed.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the
For a second, I read that as bloody shit.
I mean, that would bring up the question of why were they carrying that with them to the incinerator instead of just flushing it down the toilet? What about Conan the Librarian? That's allowed under fair use for parody and satire. That's protected under U.S. copyright law. The thing is, like, Dark Horse didn't fight this in court. Like, they were just like, you know, hey, don't call this Conan over here or else we'll take you to court. We will definitely lose, but it will still be a pain in your ass.
Convenience.
That's the thing about, like, corporations threatening a lot of lawsuits in these cases where they have no legal standing is, like, they don't actually want to go to court. They just hope that it'll scare you into complying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate.
That's also why if you get, like, a copyright strike on YouTube and, like, you file a counterclaim and they reject it, and you are 100% sure that you're in the right, and it's not like, you know, in a Bridge series situation where that's still very much a legally gray area. If you threaten to escalate it to a court case, they will 9 times out of 10 drop the copyright strike. Because they do not want to go to court, because filing false copyright claims and copyright strikes is a criminal offense.
Oh, jeez.
It is a criminal offense considered perjury because you are lying to the court about something.
So they came up with a plan to use,
or at least in the US. Obviously, that doesn't apply worldwide. That's why so much Japanese stuff gets copyright claimed falsely, because in Japan, their copyright laws are fucked.
I dare say, you know, U.S. copyright laws aren't that great either, but...
Yes,
you know,
in Japan, they don't have a fair use exception for parody and satire. You have to get permission from the copyright holder to even, like, stream games for commercial purposes. You can't just stream it and assume you won't get copyright struck. Which is why Calliope from Hololive did a stream years ago where she was just doing nothing but asking over and over again for Atlas to let her stream Persona 3 instead of just streaming Persona 3, because since she lives in Japan and works for a Japanese company and is doing it for commercial purposes, she has to have explicit permission from Atlas to even stream their games. Or else she can get fined.
killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
That's also why, you know, Toei took down our original Digimon Frontier Bridge series, because, like, in the US, that would be protected under fair use, but Japan doesn't have a fair use law. So, in their country, they're legally in the right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went to an ad break, came back in on copyright laws are fucked. Yeah, I was just explaining a bit about, like, how like Japanese copyright law, like copyright law when it comes to the internet is still very much a new thing because, you know, now that everyone in the world has access to basically the same websites and the same media, unless you're in like, you know, an authoritarian state that censors the internet, like countries from overseas can like file false claims on you, like claims that would be considered false in the US, but are upheld in their country because of their country's copyright laws. There's not like a jurisdiction on what copyright laws apply to the internet and use of media on the internet worldwide.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
I love how Makoto adds all these like little extra flares to his story to make it sound really dramatic. Like all the protagonists throughout the series do this, but Makoto especially does it.
The ultimate storyteller.
That should be his ultimate talent. Damn, if only my aim hadn't sucked that one time in my whole life.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Not leave.
Bada, hey, it says... Oh, I thought it said bada boom. I was about to say, hey, it finished my joke for me. Damn. The Italian in me is upset.
Boom.
The Italian in me is upsetty spaghetti, I should say.
Complete.
Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's
Now the question is, why the fuck was the crystal ball in the laundry room in the first place, Hero? I was trying to wash it I was gonna put it in the washing machine because it had smudges on it. Hero, that would have broken it too. Well, I know that now.
Yeah.
The 1% of Italian. Hey, get the percentage right. It's 0.2%.
Oh my god. What did I come back to?
Oh, I mistook the baboom on screen when it revealed the killer for bada boom, and when it wasn't bada boom, I was like, oh, the Italian in me is upsetty spaghetti. And my buddy Chuck in chat said the 1% of Italian. I was correcting him. It's not 1% Italian, it's 0.2. I have the genealogy test to prove it. Or I did before 23andMe went bankrupt.
Oh, I never did that. I just know I'm over 50% Italian, but I don't know how much.
I'm 0.2% Italian, and the rest is broadly like everywhere in Northwestern Europe and a little bit in Central Europe. And there's like a 0.1% left over that can't be determined because there was so much like pillaging and conquering that went on in Northwestern Europe throughout its history that's impossible to determine which specific source it came from. What amounts to is I am as white as you can get without being albino.
I mean, same, but my heritage is more like, you know, I'm Slavic. I've got Hungarian and German ancestry as well.
See,
and,
I've got
Polish.
I've got that little bit of Italian, and I've got all the parts of the UK. I've got French, Swiss, Danish. I think I've got a little bit of Norwegian in there.
Very nice.
No Finnish, sadly. I wanted to be a little bit Finnish so I could have an excuse to learn Finnish and then rizz up a VTuber I have a crush on who's Finnish. Instead, I'll have to learn Danish and rizz up the Danish VTuber I have a crush on.
So, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object, I object, I object.
This whole scene is hilarious sounding in Japanese because when you start saying like stupid over and over again, they're saying the Japanese word for one of the Japanese words for idiot, which is aho. So it just comes out as aho, 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 aho. Which is where the gag in Danganronpa Bridge comes from, where he says that over and over again. Makoto says, stop honking and tell me the truth!
It's just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We've shown you the evidence!
I'm sorry, buddy. There's a lot of it.
It's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well, good thing. No, good thing everyone else is voting against you.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Okay, tell me, how much of a headache was it to edit the bullet time battles in the fandom?
If you just heard the noise I made, that was literally in reference to me thinking, oh, editing these was
Yeah, because they're rhythm games and you're reconstructing like every bit of it, including the placement of the sound effects, lining up with the specific footage that I recorded.
Yeah.
So you can't just like loop the same sound effect over and over again. You had to make it match to the footage that I gave you.
Yes. And yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie, I think toward the end, like once I got maybe to like the 5th trial, I think I took a shortcut or two. I was like, I'm done. I'm over it.
I mean, no one's gonna blame you for that.
They came out amazing, though.
Thank you. The first time I edited one, I remember it was such a fun challenge. Like it was like very rewarding, like to get it done. You know, I was like, oh my god. I was like, this is cool.
And then you were like, nah.
I'm like, okay, we don't need any more of these.
It ain't worth, Chief.
No, I seem to remember, I want to say the 4th trial in particular had like 3 different bullet time battles.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no.
Stop.
Yeah. If we do in the event that we do other Danganronpa games, they get more and more complex.
Mm-hmm.
And then there would also be different mini games to have to edit.
Like the car one.
The boarding one. The increasingly complex versions of Hangman's Gambit. The one that's basically Minesweeper.
Fun.
Well, the good thing is the little mini games that don't have voices in them. Like the Hangman's Gambit, I would simply just use the footage. I didn't have to do any editing.
Yeah.
I would speed him up, actually. And one little secret is on the Hangman's Gambit in our Trigger Happy Havoc fandom. I think until like the very last 1 or 2, like again, when I was kind of in that stage where I was like over everything. So I would say for at least the first 4 trials, the Hangman's Gambit, I overlaid a very, very low opacity video of a Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Oh my god. I didn't notice that.
It's very low opacity, but it is there.
That's like some Neil Cicierega shit right there, where like that's like some Neil Cicierega shit with that version of Wonderwall that I showed you. where like there's a part where it just goes silent, but if you boost the volume up high enough, you hear very faintly, some.
Yeah, you know, Easter eggs.
So, speaking of sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BTW. During the BTB, or BTB for short, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center.
Button.
Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Game over. You lose.
I haven't even played the game yet.
Yes. This.
Instead, they must have used something that
I was trying to remember what the final piece of evidence was, but
they used something of their own to remove the screws. What could it have been? Couldn't have been a screwdriver, was it? Nah, that'd be that's stupid. Why would they use a cocktail to remove the screws?
A cocktail?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
This is the part where in Japanese he goes, aho, 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 aho. Enough of the sauce when talking about cocktails, god damn it.
Where's the lamb sauce?
I have to show... I almost went into Hunter there. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Hydrate, I will hydrate. The moment of truth.
Boom. Yeah, had to add in that heartbeat sound.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lost. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
The final strike.
Yeah. Perfect.
Nerdy Fur's not here.
The screws on the back.
Nah, that was Shadow Dragon.
I know.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
Obviously, they used a wrench.
Specifically, a hex wrench.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
There are plenty of tools everywhere. Just look at Leon. He's a tool.
Oh my god.
Don't kick him while he's down.
Listen, to be fair, Leon isn't the tool on this trial. It's Makoto. just being fair, guys.
How to believe, Makoto, after you had the nerve to kick me while I was down?
Easy, like this.
Oh.
So the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid!
I don't think that's the name of anyone here, Leon.
Nope.
His goatee.
Stupid! Leon,
Nope.
do you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right,
I'm currently building out my new shelf, so I'm sorry if I'm being uncharacteristically quiet. I get it. I appreciate having a stream on in the background. I do that a lot. I have trouble focusing on people's streams, so I have them as background noise when I'm doing something else. Like, for a live streamer, I'm very bad at watching people's live streams.
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
You know, something just occurred to me about this bit. What if, like, the whole, like, show us your toolkit thing, doesn't that hinge on him being allowed to leave the trial room and go back to his room and fetch the toolkit to show it to them? Like, are they assuming that he just keeps it on his person at all times?
Yeah.
That is the plot hole in this trial.
Have it?
Like, they're correct, but the reasoning is a bit flawed.
I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Oh. No. Now he's all blurry and
Has the Imperial
black and
Magistrate
white.
reached the verdict?
Not yet. Sorry, not yet.
Then it would seem we're finished here.
Can I just say, so I mentioned this before that my first introduction to Danganronpa was the anime, and on appearance alone, I decided very early, first episode, that my favorite character was Leon.
I decided, like, my first introduction to, like, proper Danganronpa was the anime as well, because I didn't, I was aware of the Something Awful thread through an interview with the guy who was doing the Let's Play. But I didn't actually look at the thread because I didn't go on Something Awful. Because, like, in order to create an account, like, Something Awful's way of keeping, like, you know, bots and trolls out of there was you had to pay a $10 fee to create an account.
Oh.
Which also allowed them to operate without ads, funnily enough, because their revenue came through people signing up.
Yeah.
But, like, my first proper experience with Danganronpa was also the anime. And I decided, you know, from the first episode, my favorite character was going to be Celeste, because I am a sucker for Gothic Lolita fashion.
Yeah. Yeah. So Leon was my top favorite, but my other, so I had three favorites from looks from the beginning, and it was Leon, Mondo, and Celeste. So
Yeah.
take.
For me, it was Celeste, and then personality-wise, he was Hifumi because he's my spirit animal.
Oh man, Ellen, good job. You got an A.
Yep, I got an A.
1,000 points. Nice.
And I got a shitload of monocoins. Okay. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on the mono machine.
Oh, it's time!
Is it voicey time?
Oh
no, not yet.
It's almost time for us to start voice acting again for the first time in a while.
Almost time.
You all have a lever in front of you.
After the vote.
Your selection.
How's a lever make the selection? That's why I've wondered. Wouldn't it make more sense to use a touchscreen?
Yeah.
I mean,
Make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay.
fuck you, Monokuma.
Don't fuck Monokuma.
yeah,
No, he can go
wait,
fuck
what?
himself.
Don't fuck Monokuma. You've seen how much of a horny goblin he is.
Yeah, he can just go fuck himself.
It's coming out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did fuck himself by the end of...
What? Stop saying!
I'm pretty sure he did fuck himself by the time of V3. How else do you think we got the Monocubs?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No.
What happens in the game, and you're not wrong.
He reproduces via mitosis. He reproduces via Carlton. What do I mean by Carlton? Carlton Banks. That's Beaenkes. No E.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadful...
Or the dreadfully wrong one.
What's it gonna
be?
Also, I loved seeing the punishments because they were always so creative. And they carried them almost one-to-one over to the anime, just like shortening them a bit. Because, you know, they had to fit it into a TV time slot.
The verdict.
I just remember in the anime, like the first time seeing an execution, I like felt sick to my stomach. I was like, like, because I had no, just no.
You don't know what the executions are gonna be like until you see the first one, and it's actually it's more brutal in the game because they shortened a lot of it for the anime.
Mm-hmm. But him just getting like dragged with the like cuff around.
Yeah,
his neck,
the part where he gets dragged is bad enough. That is scary.
Dude, they're so fucking brutal.
The most brutal one, like one of the most brutal ones is the first one in V3 without going into spoilers.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
And I think this one, this
one is too, because this is like, a bit of cartooniness aside, this would be a horrible way to go out. Whereas a lot of the others are like very fantastical and cartoony.
Yeah.
Like this is something like, aside from Monokuma's involvement in the execution, this is something that like you could actually do to somebody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terrible.
It was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Okay, so we are back to voice acting.
Guilty or innocent?
Innocent.
Guilty! Huh?
What he said.
Hold on a second. Oh wait, that's you. That's Mondo.
Yeah, you're Mondo.
Thanks for stealing my line, Husk.
Go, please, go ahead, good sir. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
Here, in all fairness, you can take my Asahina line.
I can't do a high pitched voice. I'm sorry.
I don't believe it.
Okay, one of these times we should like flip-flop rolls around. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Even if it's not for like a whole stream, but like a section of it where we just
just to catch it, just to throw people off.
I would love to voice Hifumi. Okay. I don't believe it.
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
What he said.
He stole your line this time.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step, and you would have been the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I run up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
He keeps stealing your lines. Man, Leon really is a piece of shit. Putting a poor voice actor out of work.
Welcome.
Yeah, let's execute him.
Welcome to the stream where the points are made up and nothing matters. Whose line is it anyway?
The only rule is that JKR continually loses somehow, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Come on.
You expect me just to accept my death?
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that...
It looks like he has pigtails.
Oh my god, it does. Honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Well, you can. You did get a video.
Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Why? I can't afford to be stuck in here!
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her. By the way, just throwing in a bit of levity here, the things that weren't so pleasant, it wasn't, the thing that's obviously implied to be. We're just going to say that it was, having to watch the movie Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
Yes.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you.
You stole my line, bitch.
man, Sayaka's a bitch even post-death. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me.
I'm gonna say that it's punishment time along with Monokuma.
Please do. It would be wrong if you didn't. Hey, I love that movie. It's so bad it's entertaining. You see, the whole meme was that nobody's seen it, which is why it was the best movie. By seeing it, you realize, oh, yeah, it's so bad it's good, but like, it doesn't live up to the meme, because the meme is that nobody saw it when in either of the times it was in theaters, because they brought it back one time for a weekend to try and capitalize off of the meme that had spawned on it, just for the people that were in the meme group to be like, you know what, let's make it flop a second time. Oh my god. And like the plan that I saw from one of the people that was posting about was like, let's all not go see it the second time it's in theaters and tell Sony, hey, sorry, we wanted to see it, but every single one of us was busy that weekend. Can you do it a third time? Sadly, they didn't fall for it.
Like, we're on to your trick.
Fool me once.
Fool me once, yep. I just
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, how could you? Fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy. It's like, actually, this suit is officially to Giorgio Armani. Actually, my dad knows him. Fuck you. I ain't having that shit.
Thank you.
Is that why
I was trying to reference?
Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Dude, you've got a clairvoyant with you. Just get him to conjure her spirit. To ask her, did you really use me this whole time from the very beginning so you could pin a murder on me? How could you?
For real.
I thought you were my assistant. I thought we had something. You would assist me and I would get to sniff you.
I thought we were bros. Turns out you're just fam. Howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh?
You don't know the half of it, Monokuma. Or maybe he does. You know what they say, a bear never lies. Or at least that's what Monokuma says.
I'm a bear of my word!
I guess he's just the bearer of bad timing.
He's the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
And boy, does he love to deliver it.
I just can't bear it. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despairs when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything! It's all your fault! Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
Oh, I thought he was going to crash. Just Makoto continually getting flung around. As angry as I was...
That one scene in the Avengers?
Yes.
Like that one scene in the Avengers with Hulk and Loki?
Oh my god.
Puny god.
Like a ragdoll.
Puny god.
As angry as I was...
Sorry.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. I bruise very easily.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Barely.
Barely.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during this class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
His punishment is death by puns.
Punishment?
No.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
Finally, he gets a word in.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
How exactly was it self-defense?
Well, you see,
When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she
what
shut
the actual-
herself... Huh.
No, that was fine. That was fine.
After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You know,
There's that sprite.
one thing I should mention is, excuse me 1 second.
Get him! He's getting away!
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
I have stubby legs, I can't reach him!
No, that's not,
Stop it!
Stop!
I've had enough of this!
Never mind.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
Oh, that's just being mean.
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
That damn bear!
Say what?
Say what?
I want that bear.
So,
This is not over! Bears!
No bears.
Da bears.
I can make that joke.
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
uh-oh. Do you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than a unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
So even Monokuma's aware of the war economy. War has changed. Metal Gear.
War
The Patriots. You know, the opening line of Metal Gear Solid 4, War has changed, is a direct reference to the opening line of Fallout, War never changes. Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
What he said.
No begging! No more excuses! You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it!
See, we live in a
Now
society.
then, I've prepared a very punishment for Leon Kuruwada, the ultimate baseball star! Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Not yay for it being punishment time, but yay for the line.
Yay, we get to see someone fucking...
Look.
We get to see someone fucking die.
Game over.
I want to look away, but I won't. Oh, the music! Oh, that's...
my God.
Say goodbye! Oh my God! Oh no! Why did that time so
timing?
That was nice timing.
You know what's even worse about this? Like the fact that it's like ironically about his like talent is the fact that he doesn't even like his talent. That makes it even worse.
You know what else? You know what else is oh boy, Bustin. You know what else is bad about this? Several of the baseballs, including the first one, is fired directly at his crotch.
Yep.
Oh. Bustin'. This music.
They're busting some parts of him. They're busting a lot of him. Not in the fun way.
Oh, Leon. We're just all watching. Oh, it's horrible.
They're all just standing there A-posing to assert, well, not dominance, submissiveness.
Oh. Good.
Well, gotta go now, so night y'all have a good night, Shadow Dragon.
Good night.
What we saw.
Oh my God.
That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Woo! Extreme!
I kind of imagine that being like you know, like the dudes from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Extreme!
Extreme!
That's no good.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
What's going on?
I can't take
What she said.
Technically, she didn't say what's on the screen.
Didn't say the whole thing.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it...
Give me a drink, bartender.
If you don't like it, give me a drink, bartender.
Oh, is that how we can get out of here?
You just gotta catch the drink.
Ah.
Well,
you're in here forever. You missed your chance.
Too bad. Too bad, so sad. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
No! No.
Man, fuck you! What the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
It's fine.
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such grueling ordeal?
It's saying this is my favorite line of the entire game. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Depends on what you mean by scale.
An actual scale like the one that you use for measuring weight?
I know, but he doesn't specify that. I am technically correct. The best kind of correct. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
Last time, Mondo.
You sure you want to pound Monokuma's ass?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Does he even have an ass?
He does, technically.
No. No.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree.
I think you might be right.
What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free from your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped. Are you?
I'll say.
Well... I say. Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say?
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
If you read between the lines, you'll see that there's a hidden message in the subtitles, and it's written in Esperanto. And if you translate it from Esperanto, it turns out that it says, "You just wasted your time, fuck you."
It actually says you are gay.
No. It's like the hidden message in the Super Mario Galaxy title. Are you aware of that one?
Mr. Gay.
You are Mr. Gay.
I was gonna say, it's like, no, you know what it really says? If you can read this, you just lost the game.
Damn it. No, it's like the bit in Spaceballs. If you can read this, you don't need glasses.
Kills!
Anyway, let's get back to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
The royal everyone. Like the royal we. Not to be confused with the Nintendo console that's at Buckingham Palace.
My god.
That is the dumbest pun I've made all night, and I am not ashamed.
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality.
And that's the chapter.
Nope, not yet. No, that's wrong. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. If it was, then we never would have left that room, and I wouldn't be telling you this right now. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of shit at telling stories after all. It's like that bit. It's like that bit in It's like that bit from the Mario cartoon. I fell for hours. Ooh, hours, long time.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone?
This is impressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable. This is impressive, disturbing, and makes
No
me
one even tried to
uncomfortable.
speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear, "You just lost the game."
Makoto.
Sorry,
Before
can
we
you
head
say that again?
back-
I couldn't hear you.
I said,
Head back. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
I didn't think we were getting into garbage ASMR tonight, but okay. What I miss? You missed the first trial, my dude. Leon was the killer and he was executed.
RIP. Poor Leon.
I gotta remember tomorrow after either before or after class to clip some of those moments we made.
Yes.
Dude, I clipped the part where Leon was stealing your entire lines.
I saw that, but I'm talking about like the whole never gonna give you up and then the whole busted.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
Awesome.
It fit too well.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
As she lay dying, that's one of my favorite bands. How'd you know? She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
I mean, technically you can ask her, she just won't answer.
True. even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
I'm signing off for the night later, nerds. Have a good night, Chuck.
Good night.
See you, Chuck.
What?
So,
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
That's not ironic. It has nothing to do with iron.
Oh, Makoto. You.
Oh my god.
Makoto, you are such a beautiful idiot. Why are you telling me all this? Like, all the stuff I've been joking tonight about Makoto being a dense motherfucker reminds me of this fan comic that I can't find anymore, because this was years ago, of Kyoko and Makoto, like, going out on dates and, like, all this kind of stuff, and, like, they're lying in bed together, not, like, sex-wise, but, like, you know, just as a couple. And then, basically Makoto at this point still hasn't figured out that they're a couple. And, Kyoko's inner thought is, oh my god, my boyfriend is a dense motherfucker.
You gotta spell things out for him.
Dinner together me. Yeah!
I mean, to be fair, a lot of guys are dense motherfuckers and can't pick up hints.
I just love the fucking
out on that.
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon? Sayaka? I'll carry them with me forever. In fact, let's go grab their corpses right now.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's much left of Leon.
No, his corpse was hanging there. It's just, you know, a bit beaten up. It's a bit bruised. I'm sure you could still carry it. You know, they get easier to carry after you incinerate them. Then you just carry their ashes. That's a lot lighter than carrying a whole corpse. A lot less stinky, too.
I assume you're speaking from experience.
I'm glad that I'm not. Just don't make the mistake of trying to make some chocolate milk with some Nesquik and grabbing the ashes instead of the Nesquik. It doesn't taste very good.
Yummy.
How the fuck does that even happen?
When you're not, I would say very carefully, but the opposite of that.
So, very dangerously?
Yes. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
Well, I don't know exactly how you're going to be able to get all their memories.
Simple. I just need a hacksaw so I can cut open their skulls and extract their brains.
Simple. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road.
Well, you know what they say. I like it hard. I think I do at least. I don't know. I'm not all that experienced.
Well, I have high expectations for you. I say, fuck.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well... I'm psychic.
Oh god, the callback.
That That line actually broke me. I'm not gonna lie.
In a good or bad way.
Yes.
I love this particular sprite because it's like,
you don't get to see her like this very often.
No.
Aghast.
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
Jesus. I forgot about that. Why did that pained me? Just like...
Bring down?
To be continued.
Continue.
You received the Despair Bat present. Thanks. I'll just put this over here and let it stay there. You know, as a reminder of my dead friend.
I'll mount it up on the wall, Ari.
Hey, Cloud.
Hang on to it for self-defense in the future.
I mean, I'm not going to do that again because, I had the sword and look how that turned out.
Honestly, here's the thing. Just give it to me and Ari. We'll, Ari can use it to, throw me up in the air. Then, hey, better, shoo!
You underestimate how bad my aim is.
Hey, who said you had to aim?
I mean, I'm also bad at hitting baseballs. There's a reason that I was not good at baseball when I was on the baseball team.
What about softball?
I mean, I'm bad at that too. Also, softball, kind of a misnomer. The ball is not all that soft.
No, it's not.
True, and it's bigger.
Yep. I'd say, I'd say, canonically wise, it'd be about the size of a softball. It's not a little bit bigger.
Depends on the size of the softball.
That's fair.
All right, let's let us.
I tried.
I already saved, but I know it. You know what? No, I'm not gonna save again because I was making sure that I saved in the first place. Man, I missed a lot. Yes, you did. That's why you should have been here instead of going to get the Nintendo Switch 2, like someone who buys new consoles and doesn't, miss out on the launch and actually, pre-orders them instead of scrambling to get them on the aftermarket after the scalpers have already gotten them. And basically what I'm saying is all of this is leading up to... I'm just joking, man. I'm glad you got your Switch 2. I know you were excited for this.
I'm not
noted.
I'm not gonna joke with what I'm about to say. I am so happy and not all jealous.
I'm not jealous because, at console launches, there's always fucking nothing out to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make a great attempt to get or to pre-order the Switch 2. I went on when it came out. The website, I was on GameStop, the website kept crashing. I kept trying. I got all the way to the end, the very end. I got to press place order, and then it crashed, and I refreshed, and it said it was sold out, and I'm like, fuck you, and then I was like, I'm just not even going to try again. I'm like, I'll get one in like a year when it's not going to be annoying to try.
Yeah, I'm waiting until there's more of a library out for me to try and get one, because... I'm
gonna get it at the end of the year. Gonna be completely honest here.
Like even like this year, the titles that are announced for it that are coming out are either like cross-platform titles on like PS5 and Xbox, which I already have, or it's like the only game that's coming out for Switch 2 that has really caught my interest is Metroid Prime 4, but that's also coming out on the Switch 1, so I can just get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom asked me, like... Go ahead, Dusk.
I honestly want to get Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and Pokemon Legends ZA.
Well, that's coming to Switch 1 as well. ZA is coming to Switch 1 as well.
but not the other
not
one.
Hyrule
So
Warriors.
I prefer to just get it on the Switch too. Gonna be completely honest here.
Like the thing,
it's already making the expense.
Like the thing I even want to switch to for at any point is GameCube games.
Yes. Yes.
That's the big thing for me.
Yes.
Like, the funny thing is, my mom asked me, I think it was like earlier today or yesterday even, what she asked me, it's like, hey, are you gonna go in on the Switch too? And I was like, she's like, even asked me, it's like, did you even hear about the Switch too? I'm like, Mom, I'm chronically on the internet. Of course I heard about it.
But yeah, like I tend to not get consoles at launch because there's always nothing to play for them until like at least a month later.
She even asked me, it's like, was I going to go in on it? And I was like, no, I'm not going to go in on it right now.
Also, the fact that I don't have $450 plus tax and shipping to place a pre-order for one.
She probably thought I was going to use like the family money that I get like every holiday season just to go ahead and get it early. But I was like, no, I want to wait. I'm going to wait. I have no interest in getting the Switch 2 just yet.
Yeah, again, I'm going to wait. I would say wait for a price cut, but the Switch never got a price cut, so...
Yeah.
Nintendo just doesn't price cut anything anymore. If anything, they jack up the price.
And that is the true despair.
That's the true despair. Capitalism.
That's the biggest despair of all.
That's the.
We're not gonna talk about the second one.
That's the true that's the true despair. Late stage capitalism.
Well, with that being said, I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Well, actually, I hate to tell you, but Elon Musk has been doing stuff in space, so... Even that's been corrupted by capitalism.
JKR, they're trying to colonize space. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they're trying to.
They're trying to colonize space so they can scam people into moving to other planets instead of fixing things here on Earth. It's literally the plot of the first Ratchet and Clank, which is, let's find a new home planet and then ruin that one.
Yeah,
I say that we take all of our major cities and move them somewhere else.
I mean, you know,
push.
Push. I'd say this: with all the idiot fuckers that decide to, jump ship and go to another planet, like the smart ones here for us to actually, fix what they fucked up.
Yeah, there we go.
If we're able to.
And then we just go ahead and invade the other worlds and conquer them in the name of the Decepticon Empire.
The Decepticon Empire or the Eggman Empire? You gotta pick gotta pick your allegiances.
How about yes?
Remember the Bible says. Remember what the Bible says.
I'm sorry, when you said Bible, I'm sorry. That is a hilarious bit for me, and I will talk to you about it after the stream. It is a hilarious story, I gotta tell you this.
Remember what the Bible says. You think I'm going to say the thing about, like, you can only serve one master, but no. The thing I was going to quote was, like, there's a whole passage in there about, like, a woman who's attracted to men that have gigantic thongs. That is true. Look it up. It compares them to being hung like donkeys.
I didn't know that. I am not surprised.
Ari lives in what I don't know if I should say, because I don't know if this is like just the state or like the general area of the states that
I live in the Bible Belt. Of course, I know this stuff.
Yeah.
And also for, just to get a little bit spicy with my commentary to end off the nights, for something that's commonly cited by people for saying that you shouldn't Yeetus That Fetus, it includes an entire passage that tells you how to induce a miscarriage in an unfaithful wife.
Oh.
So not only does it not say it's bad, it tells you how to do it. The God-approved way.
Yeah, so what did they have to say about that?
Ari, I just want to let you know I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I know. My dad says the same thing.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna be hanging out at all and call for a bit after stream? I know I am. I don't know about everyone else. But we should end stream.
I have something to show you, so yes.
I have some things to show you guys too. I already showed, if Jana has time, I showed her the first part of the Fesh Pints trilogy. And, you know, there's two other... Technically, it's going... The part 3 is not finished. Only part 1 of part 3 has come out yet. And he also made a Steamboat Willie version of it after
goodness.
Steamboat Willie became public domain, called Steamboat Will Smith. We are going to raid Orange is Borange, who is doing a subathon, and she is debuting her new summer outfit.
Yay.
And it looks like it's okay.
Like a 4.
She is okay. She's got something interesting going on. She is currently AFK, picking up her Switch 2, but she's got a Twitch Plays Pokemon set up, where you can control the Pokemon game on screen through chat commands.
Whoa. Cool.
She always has cool stuff like this going on. She also has been doing a lot of Zelda speedruns where she's modded her avatar to replace Link.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Like, she's a pro speedrunner. She's amazing.
Nice.
She specializes in Zelda, Mario, and Luigi's Mansion. Especially Luigi's Mansion. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to all of my wonderful co-hosts tonight for helping me with this. I'll see you guys on Friday with more Spidey Fridays. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
Well, boys of chorus, we hope you like our show.
Oops, I accidentally hit the raid button and screwed over JKR one last time tonight. Oops, sorry.